Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a makeup video. So today is the start of round 2 of one of my favourite project pans, and this is Pantasy. So I did finish my round 1 just a month earlier because the products that I had left, I didn't feel the need to update for one final month. I pretty much hit every goal that I wanted to, bar one. But we'll talk about that later. Hint. But yeah, Alyshia is bringing it back for round 2. So I have never signed up quicker to a project pan. So you know what it is. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know this is a project pan based on mythical creatures, and we have a whole set of brand new mythical creatures to pick products for using the prompts that were assigned to each creature. Now, I have to admit there are some creatures on here I know nothing about, but I'm already doing research for Women Who Rock, so I haven't done any research into these creatures at all. There's the 1 or 2 that I'm thinking I might look up because they do sound rather interesting. But I'm not going to do any research on this one because I'm already doing a lot of research for Women Who Rock. So I have to do other things as well. So yes, I have my items. So there's a lot to get started. I actually, after I'd finished editing my finale for This is Pantasy round 1, I actually went back and looked and watched my introduction to round 1. And I was shocked at how much progress I had done from start to finish, because there was one item, let's face it, the number 7 eyeshadow stick in Gunmetal Grey, that I honestly thought I didn't have that much progress on. And when I looked back, I'd used over half of what I had originally. So I was so happy with myself with that. So yeah, I'm so excited to do it again. So let's get started. Let's get straight into the first animal. So the first animal is creature, whatever, mythical creature, is one that I am extremely interested in, and that is the Banshee. And the prompt for this one is something that makes you scream. Now I had to think about this. Makes you scream. What makes me scream? And then I thought this makes me scream. This makes me want to really, because this is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation in number 5. This is not my shade. No. Do you know why I bought this in this shade? Because I went foundation shopping after I got back from my honeymoon when we were on a cruise around the Spanish coastline. Yeah, I was tanned. I got a tan when I was on my honeymoon because we were constantly out exploring the new ports that we were pulling into every day, and we spent a lot of our time outside walking and not sunbathing, because me and my husband, we don't sunbathe. I get bored. I get bored just laying in the sun. I need to do something. But we were out, we were visiting markets, we were visiting places of interest, so I caught a tan naturally, and I came home, and still in that burst of honeymoon, you know, spending what I liked, I came home and I bought myself the newest at the time Benefit foundation. It's too dark, so it makes me scream because I shouldn't have done it. There's not much left, I don't think. I use this like a mixer. So if a foundation is too light for me, which is generally my main problem, I normally buy them too light, I put a bit of this in and it darkens it up. So I do use this as a mixer, but I really, really want to focus on finishing this up this year. So starting weight is 39.30 grams. So we want that out first. Our next creature is Bigfoot. Basically, my husband. So this is something that is made in the USA, and of course I had to go for a Colourpop item. So I went for a Super Shock eyeshadow in Birthday Wish. This was their 4th year birthday Super Shock eyeshadow. They have recently celebrated their 8th. So you can tell how long I've had this. But I'm not too concerned because look at all that usage I have. Look at that. So I really want to finish this up this year. It is a gorgeous shade. Oh, it's drying up as well. It is starting to dry up. So there's a bit of it there. I do tend to use it as a highlighter, either an inner corner highlighter or a cheek highlighter. Sometimes I'll put this over my eyelids as just kind of like a one and done kind of look. But yeah, I do have to add jawline to it every now and again now, but I have that now, so I can do that. So yeah, I do want to try and get this one used up because it is drying up, as you saw. So the starting weight for the Super Shock eyeshadow in Birthday Wish is 17.70 grams. The next item is something that I would scare my kids with. It's the Boogeyman. And for that is an item that you find everywhere you go. So for that one, again, this was one of the last... somebody playing their car music very loudly. This was one of the last prompts that I was able to fulfill because I just couldn't think of anything. And then I thought, sheet masks. You find them everywhere. You find them in Boots, you find them in Superdrug, you find them in B&M, you find them in Home Bargains, you find them in your local store. They're everywhere. So I have 3, all by Simple. So we have this Simple 5-minute reset hydrogel mask with plant collagen and pentavitin. And then we have this one, which is a Simple Pollution Protect sheet mask with vitamin B3 and antioxidant. And then this one I'm a little bit worried about. This is the Charcoal Purifying Sheet Mask with bamboo charcoal. As long as it's not a foaming one, we should be fine. The foaming ones make me claustrophobic. I don't like them. So yeah, 3 sheet masks. If you know me, you know these will be in for a while. Just saying. So that is that. The next item, the next creature is an item. Why do I want to say item? The next creature is something I've never heard of before. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's reading Coccus. And this is something fire related, which makes me think, ooh. So for this, I'm going in with a lip sample because I was really struggling. So this is an Urban Decay lipstick sample and it is in the shade Firebird. So it is this shade, bit of a purpley shade. You know I like my purples. But this is kind of like a pinky purple with like a little like more lilac shift. I don't know. I don't know. We shall try it and see. But the starting weight for this is just 0.78 grams. I did weigh it without its clip, but I will use a hair clip once I open it to keep it closed, because that is my little hack to stop it from drying out before I finished it. So 0.78 grams. The next item, the next creature is Cerberus, and he's the 3-headed dog that guards the gates to hell. So we needed something that was 3 of something. So I'm going in with more lip samples because I have this, which was attached to this. But I have 3 MAC lipstick samples this time, and these are the what do they call them? I have one here in full size, the Powder Kiss lipstick samples. So I got this as a free gift with purchase, and I got a set of 3. So we have Burning Love, Mac Smash and Marrakeshmere. So I have panned one of the Marrakeshmere samples before, but I have had another set of these, so I was able to do Marrakeshmere again. I love Marrakeshmere, and in fact that's the full size one that I have, which I am wearing on my lips today. So it's a beautiful, beautiful like orangey brown sort of colour. Then Mac Smash is a red, and Burning Love is like a deep burgundy shade. So I will have all my bases covered here, I suppose. A burgundy, a red and a brown. So yeah, I'm going to try and use up all 3 of these for the Cerberus character. For Fenrir, which I believe is the wolf from Norse mythology, it's a wolf related item or a tricky item. Or something related to tricky, and for that I am going in with a MAC lip gloss. I did try and find a wolf related put your teeth in, Nicola. I did try to find a wolf related product, but funnily enough they're a little rare. So we went with something that had trick in the title. So this is a MAC lip gloss from last year's Christmas collection. Have you seen this year's Christmas collection from MAC? Not gonna lie, we'll be purchasing something. So this is Guilty of Trickery, and that's what this is called. And it is currently sitting up to here. So I want to finish this off. This is a gorgeous lip gloss. It's gold glitter, basically. So there it is there. So it's quite a clear one, but it has that bit of gold there as well, so yeah. This one has a starting weight of 17.09. By the way, the MAC lip samples have a starting weight of 1.98, but that's all 3 pieces together, so I didn't weigh them individually. The next creature is a ghoul, perfect for October, and this is something that I wish was dead in my collection. So I had to think about this one, and then I thought, you know what, the one thing I really wish just wasn't in my collection is eyebrow pencils, because I don't use them. I use powder. I use brown eyeshadow powders in my brows, or I use a brow gel. I don't like using pencils, especially because this darn thing, which is the e.l.f. brow pencil in neutral brown, pulls my hairs out of my brows. It's not good. I don't have much left. That is all I have left. Chances are it'll still be here at the end of the project, which ends in a year's time, because I don't like using them. I don't use them a lot, and they take me ages to finish. So expect this little thing to be around for ages, even though there's what, 5mm there? Yeah, about 5mm. That'll still be in at least 6 months. Gotta say that, because it just lasts me forever. So this one weighs 7.25. The next item is golems. Now I'm thinking not the Lord of the Rings creature, but I can't stop myself from imagining Gollum from Lord of the Rings. But a golem, something that helps or rescues you every time. So I thought body lotion, because every time I get a bath or a shower, my skin itches like mad if I do not apply a body lotion, because I have severely dry skin, especially on my body. And if I don't apply a body lotion after a bath or a shower, then I get really, really itchy from that dry skin. So I have this Ahava Active Dead Sea Minerals Dead Sea Water Mineral Body Lotion. So it is like that. And it is a really, really nice lotion. I had the hand cream and the foot cream to this set that I bought on Honeymoon in 2016, and I only just took off the plastic seal wrapper before this video. So yes, I was working my way through other body lotions, okay? It had to wait its turn. So this one is coming in at 110.29 grams. And I want to finish it up. I reckon in a year I could do. It's quite a thick lotion, so during now the winter months or the cooler months it's going to be really nice, but during the summer maybe not so. So I need to try and get the majority of this finished before summer hits, because last year I had a Body Shop body butter in this project, and as soon as the hot summer months hit, I just could not use that body butter. It was too thick. So my goal is to try and use this up before the summer months. So the next creature is the griffin. I love the griffin. It's so beautiful and majestic. So something that takes strength to use was the prompt. Oh, I've missed one, but we'll go with it. So takes strength to use. I thought, rather than like I have to be strong to use this product or strong to open the product, I have to give myself a good talking to use it. Like I have to be strong, and I have to do this. It's a foot oil. Foot oil. I don't like feet. So this is the Essie Spa Pedicure Hydra Resurfacing System. Swept off my feet leg and foot massage oil with exquisite oils and pro vitamin E. It's for feet. I don't like feet. I don't like touching feet. So I really, really need to like push myself to use this product. Yeah, again, I do suffer with dry skin on my feet. So a body oil, not a body oil, a foot oil will come in handy. But I got this in Manny and Lola box, and I haven't had a Manny and Lola box for years, and it is still sat brand new, never been touched. It's gonna take a lot of strength for me to use that. I might end up using some of this on my body as well. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I could use some of this during the summer months when the body lotion is too thick. Body oil's probably not any greater, but you know, I could expect this to be still in at the end. That's all I'm gonna say. This comes in at no weight because it's too heavy for my weighing scales. I hate feet. Okay, so going back up to Gorgon. Oh, I love the Gorgons. A hair care product, because of course they're hair. So for that, I am going in with the only hair care product that I really have. I don't buy hair care products. I love my hair, but I don't do anything with it. So I never buy hair care products. Like I'll buy shampoo and conditioner, of course, because I use them. I wash my hair. But hairsprays or hair conditioners or leave-in conditioners or things like that, I don't buy. I don't use. So this was the only thing I had as a hair care product in my whole collection. So this is the Pantene Hair Multiplier with Biotin Plus, Rose Water and Vitamin B3. So it is that. I have used this. I have used this. Because I have really thin, fine hair, we are up to here, so we're still pretty full. And I've had this since I got my hair dyed for my birthday last year. It's my birthday in a month again. So I've had this 11 months and I've used that much. So you can tell I don't use hair products very often. What I have been using this for recently, however, is not as instructed. Because you're supposed to spray this in at the roots and like zhuzh your roots up so it thickens your hair. Gives the illusion of thickness. Instead, no, what I've been using this as is a detangler. So, so I'll spray some in my hand and then rub my hands together and then scrunch it into my hair when it's still wet. And it helps to detangle my hair before I brush it. So, yeah, I mean, I will try to use it as instructed on the odd occasion, but I'll be using it as a detangler. So the starting weight for this without its box, because I will throw the box away, is 111.42 grams. So that's that. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it in its box because the instructions are on the box. Look, instructions. So I'm going to keep the box and yeah, but it's weighed without its box. Moving on to the next creature, the Leviathan. There's a lot of Leviathans in a lot of fantastical books, you know, like sea creature Leviathans. So I do love a good Leviathan in a book. So this is something that's easily finished or you can meet your goal in. And, well, anybody remember this product? She's back. This is the Revolution Skin Kiss bronzer, only it isn't the Skin Kiss bronzer because I repressed another bronzer, or a couple of bronzers, into this pan, and now this was all we had left. Yes, this was from round 1, and I was so close to finishing this, but I didn't think I would get it finished in that last final month, so I didn't see the need to try and continue just for this one last product. So when I realised we were coming back for round 2 and I saw the prompt for Leviathan, something that's easily finished, an easy goal to hit, I knew I had to put this product right back in because I do think that maybe a month or 2 I could definitely have this bronzer finished. And also as well is that I want you who has gone on this journey with me of trying to finish this bronzer, because the pan was a more full when I first started. It covered pretty much the whole pan when I first put this into round 1. And now all we have is this little bit that's left. And I want you to share in the joy of me finishing a bronzer this year. Or my second bronzer this year, because I finished Hula earlier in the year. So yeah, I just want you there with me to get to the end of this product and cheer along with me when I finally finish this bronzer. So I'm bringing this in, and this has a starting weight of 84.32. Most of that is obviously the packaging because that little bit does not add too much weight. So that is that one. I cannot wait to finally finish that bronzer. The next item is the Loch Ness Monster. Yes, the Scottish monster. And for this one, we needed something that was embossed or imprinted. So for that one, I have a very shiny and reflective MAC highlighter. And this one was the infamous Snow Flushed highlighter. And I say infamous because the year before this highlighter came out for the Christmas collection, the year before, MAC released an eyeshadow that everyone was going nuts for. It was stunning, it was beautiful, everybody wanted it, everybody was buying it. It was out of stock constantly, nobody could get their hands on it unless they were one of the first lucky few to grab it. And everyone went nuts. A year later, they brought out this highlighter, which had almost a dupe for that eyeshadow. People realised this and they started buying up this highlighter instead. I didn't know all of this was going on. When I purchased this highlighter, I just thought, that's a very pretty highlighter. So I bought it. And then I heard about all the fuffle and kerfuffle about the hoo-ha and the oh, it's a dupe for the other eyeshadow and blah, blah, blah. So I do sometimes use this as an eyeshadow. It is very, 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 very pretty. As you could see from when I was flashing it towards you, it does have a bit of a duo thing. Looks like that. I don't know if I've got the best lighting today to show you, but yeah. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. It does have a little bit of glitter in it. So I do tend to generally wear this around the Christmas time or my birthday time. So I'm only going to have a usage goal on this. Its starting weight is 56.69 grams, and I just want to use this 22 times because we're in the year 2022. So 22 uses on this, and then I will put it back into my collection. But it is stunning, gorgeous highlighter. Yeah, my lighting today is not the greatest. It's a very dull day. So yeah, so that's that. The next creature is the Manticore, and for this we need a work of art. Bear with me, okay? So, again, I scanned my collection, could not find anything that was like Van Gogh inspired or anything like that. So, I had this little beauty, this little cutie teddy bear. So this is an I Heart Revolution teddy bear palette. It is literally a teddy bear shaped palette. Now, how am I linking this to a work of art, you may say? Well, the number of times I've looked at this palette and thought, I need to declutter it. I've never used it. I'm probably never going to use it. But then I think to myself, I don't think I'd ever throw this away. I might put it on my shelf as a display item. Like a work of art. Haha. See? See how I'm playing this? Like, I would never throw this away. I would just display it like a work of art. A very cute work of art, but a work of art. So yeah, this is the teddy bear palette. It does have shadows here and here. Never used them. Swatched them, but never used them. So we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it, and I'm gonna have 22 usage goal on it. As again, like the highlighter, 22 uses for this one, and hopefully decide whether actually I do like it and I do want to use it. Maybe I might want to panic in the future, I don't know. Or do I just display it? You know, one of the two. So that is that one. This one is actually not too heavy for my weighing scale, surprisingly. And it comes up at 115.87 grams. The next creature is an ogre. And for this one, we need a classic item. So for this one, I went for a classic red lipstick. I always think of classics. Even in classic films, the actress has got a red lippy on. You know, a classic beauty would probably have like a red lip and just a black eyeliner look. I think of that as classic, classical, classy kind of thing. See where I'm going with this? So I have the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Lullaby, which is a Matte X product. I have quite a lot of this, So that is that. This is a beautiful red, I've got to say. Of all the reds, I do like this one. So she's quite a bright red. So lovely for Christmas. I'm not going to go 22 uses with this one because, my God, I will never reach that in a million years. I rarely wear a red. I might wear it at Christmas, and that's pushing it. So I'm only going to put 10 uses on this one. It's only 10, I know. Some people could do that in, you know, in a fortnight, 2 weeks. but I can't because I don't wear reds. So 10 uses on this one. It does have a starting weight of 10.31 grams. So let's see how much use it does get. So the next item is an Oni, or the next creature is an Oni. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. An Oni, Oni, I don't know. But it's a Japanese or Asian product. So I had an idea and I looked it up, and Zendo is actually the place of meditation in Japanese culture. So you get Zen in a Zendo, you know, a place of meditation. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to use my new Zendo palette from Natasha Denona. I bought this and I have not used it yet. So I'm going to use it, because the number of times I buy brand new palettes and then don't use them for months and months and months is a real bad trend for me. So this gorgeous shiny palette again, and she looks like this inside. Can't tell you how excited I am for this colour palette. Absolutely love these warm tones here, but my eye is being drawn over here, to be fair. So I want to use every shade in this palette 10 times. That's what I want to do. I really want to get the use out of this palette. I really want to focus in on this palette and get some really good use out of it, because a lot of the times, especially my most expensive palettes, I tend to squirrel them away like I'm saving them. Why? Why do I do that? If I paid the most money for them, I should get the most use out of them. So each shade 10 times. So some of these shades will be easier to hit that goal on and others will not be. So, but I'm going to enjoy every single shade in here. I've swatched them all and I think they're all glorious. They're all my kind of shades. So definitely a palette I do not regret buying at all. So yeah, love this palette so much. So 10 uses for each shade. There is no weight for that because that was too heavy for my scales. The next creature is the beloved Pegasus, the flying horse. I mean, I want a Pegasus, please. So for this, it's just simply a white product. For this one, I went with the only white product I have, basically, which is the Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX in Milk. So I don't have much of it left. She is only that long. So you can see that we're up to the word pencil here at the top. So I do want to have this finished by the end of the project. I can use this as an eye base. I can use it as an eyeliner if I want a really white look. I might even be able to use this for Halloween, who knows. But yeah, I want to finish this all up. This has a starting weight of 9.10 grams. The next item is those tricky little pixies. So for this one, I had to look at my biggest category. Now, technically, eyeshadows is my biggest category, but I have a lot of eyeshadows in different project pans. And so I went to my next biggest category, which is nail polishes. I had to check which one it is. So this one is a L'Oreal Gold Obsession nail polish in gold nude, or nude gold, and it is an absolutely stunning colour. Now I have actually panned one of these before. It was in a project pan and I absolutely fell in love with the shade, and I told my husband I finished my bottle of nude gold and I'm really upset because it was one of those nail polishes that I just missed after I'd finished it. I finished a few bottles of nail polish in the past, but I've never missed any of them, but I missed this one. And then he went on eBay and he managed to find 2 bottles of this polish for me, and he surprised me with them, and I was so grateful because it is such a beautiful colour on my nails. So now I have 2 bottles, so I'm going to be trying to finish this one in this project pan, because I don't want them to go off on me. I don't want them to turn bad or thick and gloopy on me. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing this, and I'm going to be so excited to wear this. I can't tell you how excited I am that I have this back and I can get to wear it, because it's such a beautiful colour. So this one has a starting weight of 32.03 grams. Okay, the next item, the next creature, I had to look up the pronunciation of this, and it's pronounced Scylla. Not Cilla Black, but Scylla. And this, the prompt for this is 1 product, 12 uses, and a second product, 6 uses. Must have something to do with their arms and legs of the creature, I don't know. So what I thought was I could use this prompt to get some use out of my loose pigments. So for the 12 uses item, I'm going to use this Bella Pierre loose pigment in bronze, and it is a gorgeous, beautiful brown. So there it is there, this beautiful bronze. And the second item, I'm going to use one of the Barry M Dazzle Dusts. I had one in the first round, which was the Mermaid shade, but now I'm going to be using this Rust shade. So this one is number 108. And this is more of a like a rusty red. So it looks like that. It's a stunning colour. So it's that one. So that one is going to have 6 uses. So the weights of these are, the Bella Pierre is bang on 15 grams, and then the Barry M Dazzle Dust in Rust weighs 21.38 grams. So 6 uses for the Barry M and 12 uses for the Bella Pierre. The next creature is the Sphinx, and for that one we need a royal themed item. So I went with my one and only A England nail polish. I got this in a Manny and Lola box. I have been so interested in their nail polishes by the brand A England, but they are so expensive. Like, no, I'm not paying the price for these. But when I got one in my Manny and Lola box, I was so happy. And this one is a beautiful silver with some holographic in there. Not strong. I've had stronger holographics, but it is beautiful silver. So the name of this is The Heart Desires. And yeah, my heart definitely desires a beautiful silver polish like this. So very excited to be using this. And this one is in, this one weighs 52.20 grams. I just want to use this one 10 times. The next one, bear with me again. I'm fluffing some of these prompts, I tell you. Really struggled with some of them. Is the Typhon. Never heard of a Typhon. So again, it might be one that I need to look up. And this is something, the prompt for this is fathered a trend. I don't do trends. I don't follow trends. I buy what I like because I always figure trends don't suit everybody. And I'm just not trendy enough to be able to follow trends. So bear with me in my thinking of this. I thought the only thing that I could do was a baby pan that palette. So if you follow, oh, I forgot the lady's name, but she's a beauty guru, made me do it. I will try and link her in the description box below the video. But she does, alongside her main Pan That Palette of the year, she does a baby Pan That Palette, which is where she picks a palette that has 5 or less shades in it and she tries to pan it. There's no time limit on her Baby Pan That palette. She just keeps going until she's finished with it and then she picks a new one. So I thought I'll do that. So I have this duo from Smooch, and this is in the shade Seattle. I've never heard of Smooch before. I got given this by my mother-in-law. As you can see, we have 2 pans already. My goal with this Baby Pan That palette is just to keep going until I've finished it. If I haven't finished it by the end of the project, then, you know, fair dues, but at least I will be a little bit further along than I am right now in this palette. So the starting weight for this one is 38.71 grams, and these are really gorgeous for a real cool toned look. So the 2 shades are there, so a very cool toned look. So I really do like this eyeshadow very, very much. So that is that one. And last but not least, our final creature of our second round of This Is Pantasy is the one and only the Yeti. Again, my husband, really, at Christmas, covered in snow. So for this, we needed a winter or snow themed item. And again, I'm turning back to MAC. So this is the MAC lipstick in hashtag Snow Filter. So it's beautiful Christmas packaging. I'm a sucker for their Christmas packaging. And it is this shade here. So I'll give you a swatch. I am doing a Ruth and doing it in a really awkward place. I feel your pain, Ruth. I feel your pain. So there's the swatch. I know she's going to giggle at that. I feel you, Ruth. I feel you. So it is a gorgeous shade there. Again, I'm just going to do a 10 usage goal on this because I have a lot of lip products in other different project pans as well. So just 10 uses on this one as well. And this has a starting weight of 20.51 grams. So that is it. That is all of the products for the new and second round of This Is Pantasy, hosted or created by Alyshia, hosted by the Fantastic Ladies. It runs from the 11th of October this year until the 11th of October next year, because I think today's Mythical Creature Day or something to do with that. All the information will be in the description box below this video, so please do check it out before you leave. But yeah, that is it. That is the beginnings of This Is Pantasy all over again, and I am so excited because I had such a good time last time, and it was so successful last time as well. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I finished about 95 of my goals or my products, and I was so happy with the outcome of the last round. So definitely here for round 2 as well. So excited to be using some of these products that I have been squirreling away and not using. The MAC makeup, I very rarely turn to my MAC makeup, even though I absolutely love it because I think it's MAC. I'll save it, you know. The Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, I'm going to have so much fun playing with that. And finally getting the bronzer finished as well, and being able to share that with you as well. So excited for this project. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.